Good morning. I wanted to make a video on packing up my stuff and figured we'll just do it like this. The world is not what it seems, and it's not for most people. People are just lost because of websites like X that are pushing misinformation, malinformation, outright lies, stuff out of context. There's not enough people fixing all the lies. There's more liars than there are people who apply context to information or have they're being pushed by an ideology or personal gain or something like that. And so humanity's losing. All of humanity's losing because of what's going on the interwebs. And it's bad. It's bad for humanity. It's just bad. There's nothing good that's going to come of all this nonsense. It's destroying humanity. We have people who are so misinformed, have no idea what's going on, that are losing their minds because they're getting fed a load of garbage every day. And yeah, you can turn the internet off. Great, then what? Then public opinion is being made by liars and ideologues, nut jobs, scumbags. People who think screwing kids and torturing animals is okay. That's a huge part of my feed right now on X. Just sick, disgusting people. But there's so many people who are uninformed, who they believe everything they see on X. Or everything they hear on, I don't know where these people are hearing some of this stuff. Because it's absolute garbage, absolute nonsense. And so you have people believing that, Israel is just nothing but a bunch of devils. And it's just not the case. They're just people. Dear God. They're the best people in the Middle East. By far, the best human beings in the Middle East are the Israelis. But you wouldn't know that if you're learning about everything on X. Get fed a bunch of rage bait, a bunch of taquilla, a bunch of lies, manipulations that don't have anything to do with reality. But they don't know. They don't have the context. These people have no idea what's going on, have no idea what's happened to them and what Muslims actually do, how they treat people, how they treat animals, how they treat little girls. They have no clue, but they're sure they do, because they spend an hour on X every day, which means they know absolutely nothing. It means they're brain dead idiots. And there's some stuff mixed in there that's good, but most of my feed now is just disgusting human beings saying lies, trying to manipulate people, being evil. And your average person doesn't know. They can't possibly know. People don't have the time to fact check everything. People can't be an expert in everything. And there's so much misinformation, not only allowed, but pushed on X, that people just don't know what reality is. But they think they do. They think they're informed. And, it's not the fact that, I feel like I need to engage with this stuff to, for any reason other than I feel like I have to, because the public's being lied to so much. They're so misinformed. They're so malinformed, and they're being spun up in a frenzy And it's completely screwed. It's maddening. These are the most uninformed people on the face of the planet. In between, with some liars mixed in. But, you know, what are we supposed to do? Just turn it off? Turn off the interwebs and then let them create public opinion? Should we just let ourselves be run by the dog abusers? The child abusers? Just let them tell everybody how things should be? Because there's 2 billion of them and Elon Musk wants to make money off their clicks? Is that what we're doing? It's gross. It's really gross. And it's disturbing. Our kids are going to have to live in a world that's completely screwed up because of people like Elon Musk wanting to make money. Because that's the thing about a lot of these rich people that nobody wants to talk about. And, you know, it goes for Charlie Kirk, too. A lot of these people are so ungodly rich, and they have no morals. They just want more money. Maybe they try to have some morals mixed in, but it's just all about the money. And they would destroy humanity for a few bucks so they could have more women who have no respect for themselves, who are just out looking for money. So more of them will throw themselves at him because he's got more billions of dollars. And he would destroy humanity for that. It's disturbing. I don't know what the hell's wrong with X, but it belongs in the garbage bin. Most Americans should just turn off the internet, watch YouTube videos, and otherwise just ignore it, I think. I mean, if you don't have the context of history, if you don't know why no one wants Palestinians, you should probably not be on there reading about Palestine. Because you're not going to find out on X. But if you have that context, all the lies become perfectly clear. But unfortunately, most Americans are not that intellectually curious and only react to emotionally charged posts that are taken completely out of context. And yes, context matters. It especially matters in war. You don't let women wearing a burqa in a war zone run up to you, covered in their big burqa blankets, because they're likely to blow you up. But try explaining that to a 30-year-old white woman in California. They have no clue. None. They're so uninformed. And they don't even want to have the conversation. They get their emotional trigger and they're just on a rampage. They don't want to have a conversation about who the bad guys really are, because they got the feels. And they would destroy humanity over it. They'll support child abuse. They'll support animal abuse. They'll support wife beating as long as somebody gave them the feels and told them to be mad. That some Americans, the oh so far right, don't want child and animal abuse in their country. But that doesn't matter to your average white American liberal. They got the feels. They don't know anything, but they read stuff on X. They saw a bad thing. They saw a kid get hurt. Kid hurt bad. And yeah, kids getting hurt is bad. But when they're 17-year-old terrorists, you're trying to kill Jews, you're likely to get hurt. Maybe you shouldn't be a child terrorist. Maybe Palestinians should be decent human beings and not raise their kids to be suicide bombers. They teach their 5-year-olds songs about killing Jews in Palestine. But half these people don't want the facts. They want feels, and Elon wants clicks, so that's how it's going to be. But it's a problem. It makes me angry every time I get on that damn website. And the algorithm feeds it. It feeds what you hate. It feeds you extra of that because it wants the engagement. It wants the click farm. It wants a penny. It'll shoot off all your cortisol for half a penny worth of advertising revenue. That's how little Elon Musk cares about you in America. He'd make all you sick and half dead if you get some clicks. And it's disgusting. People need to wake up. And yeah, he's better than Zuck. So what? It's like these people who tell me I shouldn't complain about our government because China's worse. Since when was China supposed to be the shining beacon on the hill? I thought we were supposed to be that. I never knew we were trying to emulate China. And I didn't know X was trying to just be better than Facebook. But it's all garbage. I mean, the reality is most very wealthy people are garbage people doing garbage things because that's how you get really wealthy. You think people who are charitable, people who are kind, are the billionaires? You think good Christians are billionaires? Did you see the house that Charlie Kirk lived in? Wake up, people. Stop worshiping the rich. They're not the good people. They're just the rich people. Thanks for tuning in. I hope everybody has a good day. Like, share, subscribe, comment, argue with me in the comments. Peace.